Well, it's an incredible feeling on behalf of the community. And, the community and the world obviously has been through a very, very difficult time. And I think it's important not to ignore the challenges, but to recognize that in this city, we are accomplishing great things. And that that renaissance that we've talked about for Sacramento for such a long time it is going forward in major ways, and that there's a lot to be hopeful and optimistic about. Aggie Square is the single most significant inclusive economic development project in decades in this city. When you think about the thousands of jobs, when you think about the center of innovation and technology and life sciences, when you think about the collaboration between our leading university, the city, and the private sector, and the inclusion of the community, this is a model for the state and the nation, and I could not be more proud. And so, the glass in life, the glass is either half full or half empty. And for the Sacramento community, despite all of our challenges, I would say the glass is more than half full.
I kind of want to ask you about, because I know there's been a lot of talk about this project, and a lot of community members feel a certain way about it.
Yes.
And I know some of the questions were, or some of the speakers did mention they don't want to push out anybody from this neighborhood, and kind of talk on that. Like,
yes.
How important is it for you that this project doesn't push out the people that have been here for decades and are afraid that this might be, you know what I mean?
Well, it's essential. Look, this project, if we're going to be honest about it, this project in its first several years in its development was controversial. It was controversial because there were questions about whether or not the renaissance of the Stockton Boulevard area would lead to gentrification. And of course, there are no guarantees, but what has happened has been remarkable because the community, organized labor, took a couple of lawsuits and some controversy. But the end result was a community benefits agreement that again is a model for the state and the nation. We set aside almost $50 million for affordable housing, $10 million specifically for anti-displacement strategies. We're going to pay the rent if rent goes up for people to make the difference, right? We're going to help people with home repairs and help people to stay in their homes. $10 million. 20% of the new jobs have to be offered to the people in the adjoining neighborhoods. Much more. And so the community benefits agreement between the University, Wexford, the city, the community, and the working men and women in the area have made this now something that is no longer controversial. In fact, it's seen instead as a model for how to both create new industry, new jobs, to help build and rebuild struggling neighborhoods, and do so in a way where the community and its residents are the first beneficiaries. Nothing is perfect, but it is as close as you can get when it comes to something this big.
Last question for you. When this project is completed in December 2024, what are you personally most excited about to see and to be a part of?
I think I'm so excited about many things. I'm excited about new industry. I'm excited about thousands of new job opportunities for people. But I think I am most excited about the pathways that are going to be created for young people from our neighborhoods who deserve to be first in line, to be educated and trained for all the new opportunities that are going to happen out here. I think that's what I'm most excited about.